Hi there! Today I want to do another playable hand. This one was printed from my PDF version. They are also in the back of the My Poker Game Journal, which I designed. And I know a lot of people like to watch these videos just for a little poker ASMR. And I thank you all for being here, no matter what reason you are here. If you are new to my channel, I will both discuss basic poker theory and also the tarot meanings of the playing cards as I go through this playable hand. And I will be attempting to manifest the winning hand as I deal out the hand later. But it will all make more sense as we go along, so let's just go ahead and begin, shall we? So playable hands, part of the hand has been written for you in advance here. They are Texas Hold'em hands, so the hole cards were already chosen, and it says if I was playing $1, $3 no limit Hold'em, those are the blinds for a cash game. And if I was in the big blind holding these cards with 525 in my stack, and under the gun raises to $10 with 350 behind, under the gun +1 folds, middle position 1 calls with 200 behind, all of these people fold, comes back to me, what would I do? So I'm going to finish writing out the action here first before I deal the cards. That's what I meant by attempting to manifest the winner. So let's go ahead and pretend we completely know what we would do in this situation. Obviously, you're just making something up because then afterwards you can think about the good and the bad of having made that choice. So you can weigh all of the consequences without taking any actual risk. So let's go ahead and start a little bit of the tarot because it will explain why I'm doing what I'm choosing. But this is the 8 of Triumph and the Rachel Queen, the Queen of Decisiveness. So Queen 8 suited is a decent hand in poker. I am not a GTO expert. Again, this is just for thinking through the hands and giving you something to critique as being smart or not. So anyhow, I call this the Rachel Queen because in Playing Cards Tarot, it is named for Rachel in the Bible, who I am also named after. And as I said, my keyword on the 8 is triumph. So, to me, not all Queen 8 suiteds are equal. And due to this combo, I would want to make some decisive action in a practical manner that I thought would lead to triumph. Because, talking about what you're going to do is cheap. Actually doing it and being certain, kind of having the whole hand planned out in advance is a good idea with these cards. Knowing if you want to go all the way to the river, no matter what, would be good with these cards. So, which is great because we're playing all the way to the river in this fantasy hand. We're writing everything out. So, I'm in the big blind, and I doubt anyone who loves GTO far more than I would object to I don't think they would object to a call. Maybe they would object to a re-raise, but you know what? That's what I am going to do because with these cards, I want to see how decisive they are about wanting to play their hand. I need to kind of weed that out is what I think. So, how much do I think that I want to raise when I have more than he does and more than twice as much as this second player in the hand does? So, you know, I might not necessarily want to, I don't want to push them out. I just want to see if they think right off the bat it's worth committing all of their chips, especially with this guy. So I'm gonna just say I would raise to 25, something that's probably a little too small in most people's opinions, but my intuition is saying that's exactly why I want to pick it, to see, you know, at that size I feel like they would, if someone really wanted to go all in, that bet size would really tempt them to take that chance. So it would get me the information that I am seeking. So I'm going to say that after I raise to 25, under the gun calls. The original raiser just calls. And middle position 1 just calls. So, as I said, we're not going to deal it right now, but the flop will come here. And we'll write that in a bit. And after the flop, I'm going to be first to bet because I am in the big blind and small blind folded. So I am going to, you know, definitely do a C bet. Again, same purpose. I want to see how much they want to commit to the hand and if they can change how decisive I am feeling about playing. So considering we now have over 100 in the pot, I am gonna go with 50. Again, a pretty small. At 50. Pretty small considering, you know, kind of inviting a call and or finding out if they want to go all in. And we're going to say that they both call again. They both call. Excuse me for shaking the camera. I'm not sure why it's shaking so much more today than normal, but such is life. Okay, and then we get the turn here. And I'm gonna say that I check, and you know, now I'm feeling kind of indecisive, or like I don't have to put in more money. Now I want to see if they think that I've lost all decisiveness about playing the hand. If not betting will get them to try and push me out or be afraid to keep playing. So I check, and we're gonna say under the gun checks, and MP1 goes all in. And we're going to say that I call, and under the gun folds. So then there's only 2 of us left in the hand, and we'll go to the river and we'll turn up the cards. So let's see what is going to happen now. And if you decide to try this at home, it's up to you. I always talk to the deck when I am shuffling and dealing this, like so. Awesome deck. Please show me how I won this hand with Queen 8 suited as written below. Please show me how I won this hand of Texas Hold'em with Queen 8 suited as written below. What did under the gun and middle position 1 have, and what cards came on the flop, turn, and river? How did I win this hand with Queen 8 suited? Okay, we're only going to deal out cards to the people who are actually in the hand, so we'll say that's middle position 1. That is, sorry, under the gun, middle position 1. Under the gun, middle position 1. Now we will burn a card, and we're going to turn the flop, and we're going to burn a card, turn the turn, burn a card, and turn the river. Wow, well, it's not looking so great for me winning at the moment. Gonna put these over here, I guess. Let's see what my opponents had, shall we? So, rationalizing and imbalance. Well, he did not beat me. If he was raising under the gun with these two cards, he was definitely rationalizing some imbalanced behavior. It would have to be his lucky hand. It's definitely not GTO recommended. It might be the hand that someone decides to work into their scenario and play that way, but not super strong, other than the fact that they could turn into a straight. But as you can see, they did not. So one more. See if these cards beat me. Ooh. Oh, I forgot I had the jokers in there. Excuse me. I don't normally include them. They are not played in Texas Hold'em, but joke's on me. So in this fancy hand of Texas Hold'em, my opponent has trip fours with the joker. So I did not win. And yeah, sadly, it's not really a valid hand to analyze here of Texas Hold'em. But if you had dealt the cards properly, unlike me, then I would now recommend that you go ahead and go online to your favorite GTO or odds calculator and put the 3 whole cards in the computer and analyze whether these bets were smart or not smart, and what you should have done on the flop, turn, and river in the meantime. And, you know, practice makes perfect. If you do that a million times, you're going to get better at poker. You're going to be able to think the hands through far more thoroughly than most people. So, if you enjoyed this, you can get these in my Etsy shop as a PDF download. My printer is low on ink, so they do normally print in red, not yellow. But I like to use my ink cartridges till they're 300% gone. So today it's being shown in yellow. Anyways, thank you again for joining me, and have an awesome day.